Hello my love, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 2 and today it's a snowy day and the girls are in school and I'm going to start my day with, of course, my hygiene routine because Kaizen is still asleep. I have maybe like 10 minutes to do this, and then of course skincare. I prefer things that I can kind of slap on and forget about while I go and clean up the house. And then I noticed there was a sale, and of course I went and bought Kaizen some boys clothes, and it was a really good price. Like, I wouldn't have paid for this at the regular price, but at a sale, why not? And I do love the fact that everything is organic cotton, so yeah, that's a huge win. So I will do a huge unboxing when it comes. And now that Kaizen's awake, I'm going to do his morning routine, and of course that is the wiping him down, cleaning his mouth, changing his diaper, and washing him. The most important part of this whole routine is actually the massages and the stretches. I like to take my time doing this just because it really helped with the digestion of all the milk that he was drinking the night before. Proper tummy exercise as well as massages will really help him go number 2, and it's really going to help with the spit up as well as the colic baby, which I really think is just when the baby can't digest the type of milk that you're giving them. So right now I'm still trying out 3 different milk to see which one is going to work for him. So yeah, so let's go to the colic and how I felt this video was very needed. They said that Kaylee was colic because she was throwing up, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, is she colic, or is this formula something that her body wasn't going to digest or isn't digesting well? And mind you, I had to force Kate and Kara drinking Similac and Endamil just because it was what was taught to me at the hospital. Ooh, that explained why Kate was throwing up all the time. It was because her tiny stomach could not digest Similac. And when you look into Similac, why are we feeding our kid that? Why? Every time I think about all the things I could have done better and I didn't, I get mad and I can't change it. I was a first-time mother, you know, and I'm not gonna let you go through with that. Don't toss that crap out. There's a reason why they give it free at the hospital. And Kaylee actually breastfed for 4 months straight, and at night I would give her the bottle, and she really did love Earth Best. It digested well, and I knew she was doing well because when she was pooping the yellow poop, there was also little like whitish flake-ish in there that's like lightish yellow, and I know that she's digesting it well. Her stomach's breaking it down, so she was doing much better the moment I changed her milk. So then with the next baby, more milk came out. Of course, I could go back to Earth Best and all of this other milk that I could use for Kaylee, but then I started seeing online how, you know, the United States wasn't regulating a lot of the formula, which really freaked me out. So I started looking standard, what is the Europe standard, and so I found these particular brand, and I ended up liking or wanted to try Nara Organic first because I love German car. I do. All my favorite brands are German. So I was like, all right, I'll look into this. However, Nara Organic did not work for me because it was too concentrated for Kaizen. It's good, but I personally, his stomach did not digest it to where it made him so full that he pooped once every 2 days, which means during the first month of life, my God, he did not sleep overnight. He was just terrible. He was in pain. That's why he was always crying. He wants to be held. He wants to be like swaddled. He wants to be pat. He did not want to be put down, and he did not sleep, and he was just screaming, and it was painful for me because I'm like, what am I doing wrong? This was during time my mom was around, and let me tell you, my mom was worn down to the bone as well as I was because he just did not sleep. And why couldn't a baby sleep? Just like you, if you're too full, or if your stomach can't digest the food and you have indigestion and your stomach is like you're not doing well, you won't sleep. And that's what had happened. So when we changed from Nara Organic, and by the way, Nara Organic, this is the price. I left it here so you can see it. The can is of good size and it's worth the money. However, I feel like I'm going to try using this again because I did bought a set of 6. I have 3 full cans left, which I'm not going to throw away because it's expensive. I'm going to introduce this to him around like 6 month-ish because I want to use up all these organic milk and reintroduce into his system because they're all really good, you know, product in here that I'm okay with. And so Nara Organic, I'm not going to bad talk them. It did not work for me because Kaizen was too small. His stomach could not digest this amount of ingredient. So we're gonna try again in 6 months. And right now we're already 5 months in. So next month I'm gonna introduce this into his diet to see how it is. And then you're gonna see an updated video with me, with Nara Organic, and I will know then if it's good or bad. So I'll give a final checking soon. But for now, I'm going to not give it any rating because it's not fair when I haven't used it for its right purpose, maybe. Because it said it's for the first 12 months, but I feel like based on the ingredient, it's just higher on everything, and maybe that's why it's harder to digest. So we'll try that soon. So Nara did not work for me the first month of life. Will it work for me again at 6 months? Maybe, and I will let you know. I think the phone is listening because I was talking to my sister about the milk thing, and I don't know where that ad came up, and so that's why I ordered Booby. It did not come yet, but then I went to Costco and I saw that Costco, it was just like God was sending me a sign, I guess. Costco was selling it, so I'm like, all right, let me just buy a can from here and go home and try. I bought Booby, came home. Kaizen, within 2 days, he was showing immediate results where he was pooping again. He was sleeping longer. He was no longer screaming. He was burping as well as farting a lot, and he was pooping daily. So I knew Booby was the one. So Booby, 5-star all the way. So after that can was done, my shipment of Booby came in, and I finished that. Even till now that he's 5 months, we're still using Booby. When I ordered Booby online, I ordered 2 types, the green type and the pink type. I was thinking, let's try the sensitive. Why not? Because sensitive, it's easier to digest. So I bought the original Booby as well as the pink sensitive Booby. And because Booby is actually really small, the first time I ever bought it, it was like the 2 can that was like a $28 buy one get one free, but that can was so excruciatingly small. For the price, I was like, when I tried this on Kaizen, it's a whole week worth of doing the same thing. And I do notice the difference. Like some makes him fart more, some makes him poop easier, and it's your baby. You can change the milk, okay? So listen to your instinct. So I know for a fact that I can blend Booby up with Kendamil, because during this time my sister heard about my struggle, so she bought me my first can of organic Kendamil. That would work as well. So after my Booby was done, I tried Kendamil. It worked for him, and I've been on Kendamil since. I actually had a huge order. Kendamil came into the picture around the 3-month mark because Kaizen was drinking 4 to 6 ounces per feeding. And unlike other baby, he was drinking every 2 hours still. I don't. He's 5 months now, and girl, he's feeding 6 ounces once every 2 hours still, and he's 17 pounds. According to my doctor, 20 pounds is usually the bench mark, like, oh, you are 1 year old, he's going to be 5 months. I feel like at 5 months, he's gonna be freaking 20 pounds. So, that's it. Yeah, listen to your gut. Listen to your gut, ladies. You know, my baby's healthy. He's growing at the 87th percentile, and he was raised based on my decision and my gut instinct versus Kate, Cara, and Kaylee. I was listening to the doctor. With Kaylee, I was listening less and less and training myself to make better decisions. With Kaizen, I literally came to pregnancy saying, no one is going to bully me. This is how I want my things done. No one is going to tell me what to do during my pregnancy. No one, and absolutely no one, is going to force any more vaccine on me. It was just like I focused on what I want, and because after I lost that child, because I listened to everything that I was told to do, even when I didn't believe in it, and I was like, okay, this is not okay. Why do I don't like all these vaccines that you're injecting into me while I was pregnant. And then it was just a really bad experience, and we're gonna have a sit down and talk video about the healthcare system, as well as how I had to change the hospital and the caretaker all together after that lost baby. But yeah, I'm not gonna save any place their skin. I'm just gonna go ham on a lot of the healthcare in Massachusetts soon. So, but yes, that's my colic baby story. And as far as I can compare, Booby and Kendamil is pretty much the same. You look at the ingredient list, but Booby can is very small, And Kaizen will literally go through 1 Booby can a day, it feels like, because he now go through 75% of the Kendamil, which is this big. Booby is this small, but Kendamil is this big and this, big. It's the biggest as Nara. But he will go through 75% of it, literally, within a day and a half. Like, a can doesn't last him 2 days. That's a big baby. He's a fatty, he's my fatty, and he's heavy, and I love him. But he do be eating. And during the time when this video was being made, I was already trying Booby, and Booby is the second milk that I'm trying, and I do see an improvement. He does poop on a regular basis, which is good because it makes him less fussy at night. And it definitely helped him go number 2 on the daily, which also shows me that he is doing better in digestion. It's showing little yellow speck in the poop, which means he is digesting my breastfed milk well as well. And, you know, just overall, him being comfortable makes me feel happier. If you want an up close of my digestion and exercise routine for Kaizen, leave me a comment down below and I can kind of help you with that if your baby's also struggling with colic or is having a hard time digesting. But I am now going to change his diaper, and of course I always leave a towel on top of his private part just in case he does a champagne squirt all over my face. But yes, I'm gonna next change him to his today's outfit, and then of course feed him his breakfast. So the first bottle of milk I give him is always my breast milk, and after my breast milk I would give him a formula bottle, and sometimes he'll drink 2 ounces and sometimes he's kind of like give me a few minutes, and that's what he's doing right now. So I'm gonna go downstairs and have my coconut juice, and after I come back I will see if he's gonna want the second part of the milk. I really miss Vietnam. In Vietnam, I drink like 5-6 coconut a day. Here, I drink like 2. But anyways, time to cook dinner. And as requested, Lenny Pham want to know how do I make this beef stew, and it starts with these particular ingredient. The choice of veggies is really up to you, but you will need carrot, cauliflower, onion, as well as potato. Don't mind what is on the screen right now. I'm also making a paste for my pre-cooking meal. The scallion is not for the soup, okay? And that cabbage up there is not for the soup. I'm gonna start with like 6 cloves of garlic, and I cut the ribeye steak into cube. You'll need at least 1 to 2 pounds of ribeye steak. I'm using 2 pounds. And while this is being cooked, I'm going to add a spoon of coarse white salt, and I'm going to continue to stir it back and forth, back and forth. And now I'm adding this golden curry. You can get this at Vietnamese market. You'll only need 1 cube. Go ahead and put it in, and we're gonna stir it in. I do not follow the packet, you guys. I want to make sure that the beef really soak up the flavor of this curry. But yeah, it's gonna take some time, but see what I mean? Yeah, and you want to get the ribeye with a little more fat, just because then you don't need to use veggie oil while cooking. And then when it dilutes enough, you add in the potato and the carrot so that it too can soak up the flavor. Add in like 2 cups of water and let it simmer on low. I know it looks like it's boiling really hot, but it's just light simmering. The fire should be medium, and I'm gonna let that really soak in and soften up the meat. And while this is happening, I'm gonna go ahead and empty out my dishwasher, put away the dishes in the right places. And yeah, motherhood is just multitasking at its finest. And of course, I closely watch the pot. I'm never that far away, and I'm just constantly checking to make sure that it's not getting burned. You add water slowly because the whole point is to soften up the meat. It isn't to make it go dry, but just add water in slowly. And yeah, and during this time I kind of just clean around the house, tidy up the living room area, doing another batch of laundry, have a snack. I found this BB Bap Gojang by Asi, and it's so freaking good, you guys. And my neighbor actually gave me a whole stack of these bánh tráng. I don't know what they call them in English, but it's so good with this sauce. Like, oh, my battery life just recharged. But yes, I am having my lunch. And then I went upstairs, pumped some more, fed Kaizen, and burped him, and he is back to sleeping. And I'm gonna go tidy up the next batch of laundry behind the scene. And of course, the whole time I'm running back and forth, adding more water. And when I'm ready to eat, that is when I kind of fill up the pot, and then I add in the cauliflower, and you can add in scallion if you want. I'm just adding the scallion in right now because it really gives the contrast to the soup. You do not need this much scallion. I like scallion, my kids like scallion, that's why I add so much. For the cauliflower, do not add this until you're ready to serve, because cauliflower would just turn to mush if it overcooks. So yeah, 10 minutes before you're ready to serve, put it in and it's going to look impeccable. Oh, and by the way, salt and sugar is to taste. That's why I didn't show you my measurement of it. But yes, this is really good with bread. My family like it with rice, so I'm going to cook up a pot of rice. And then this came from me, so I'm really excited to try it out. And no, it's not sponsored. I purchased it off of Amazon. If you're interested, I'll link it down below. Anyways, time to go pick the kids up. And after picking them up, it started to snow some more, and it just looks beautiful. So my husband says to let them go outside to play, and honestly it's not that cold. So yeah, I'm outside as well. I'm just gonna let them play, and I'm gonna try to get some clip of them. You can draw on it. I think we should make Snow Angel first. No, put it down. It's not enough snow for snowman. Right now it's good for drawing. You have to do your feet too for it to be a snow angel.
Okay, family. Okay.
You gotta put your head down with the top part of the snow angel. Is that how you make a snow angel?
Yeah.
Awesome. Gloves. You gotta roll it into a bigger ball.
It's frozen. It's a person?
It's a person. I see the person.
That's Kate. I'm gonna hit him with this.
I am so thankful for the life that I have, and I'm so thankful for my children, and I'm so glad that I'm able to just stay home nowadays and just watch them grow and not miss another moment of their growth. Oh!
Yeah! Whee! Yeah!
Children like this, and then you have children like this. Sometimes you have children like this.
I can't push myself.
The king of what?
I'm the king of the world, and I must. Bye!
Great.
Mom,
You're doing a great job. Try again. Huh? No, I'm not putting you on there, Kaylee. It's too small for you. Why are we cleaning the stairs, though? I mean the slides, though.
because I want to go on it.
Oh, you want to go on it? So now we have to clean it?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it ready?
Not yet.
Okay. I think.
Still moist.
Should we put on another coat? Is that getting cold and wet? No?
Yeah, no.
Okay. And if you're wondering who's watching Kaizen, Lily and Erica is inside. They are having the soup that I cook as well as watching Kaizen and just hanging out. The benefit of living next to your sister is you have an unlimited amount of free babysitter. They enjoy having a baby to practice being a mom on and, you know, to satisfy their baby craving. And I have a sitter as well as company while my husband is at work. But yes, it's nice that the kids are really close to their aunt. I love the relationship that my mother has with her sisters, and I love the relationship that I have with my aunt due to the good relationship that my mother had with her sisters. And so I want to emulate that with my kids. That's why I always enjoy my sister coming over. This way my kid can see the way we behave, and that become the blueprint or the norm of how siblings or how family should behave or act or live with one another. Because ultimately, I am preparing them for a life without me someday. We're not doing that, ladies. Let's come down. Thank you. Because I know how my kids are. That's why usually when we go out, I always need my sister to control my little monkeys. What are you?
Snow angel.
You're a kitty angel. A lot. For this play session, I'm only going to allow 45 minutes, mainly because after this they have to shower, and I know it takes them like 2 hours to shower because I like to play around in the warm water as well, especially when I allow them to play in the tub. So yeah, we gotta go in now. So now Kate and Cara and Kaylee all came inside and they are taking turns showering. I'm going to go pump some milk, and while I'm pumping, I'm going to do the first batch of laundry. I'm gonna fold and put it away, start the second batch. The girls have definitely gotten a lot better with showering. I'm still micromanaging, making sure that everything is washed properly and they go through the step properly, because good hygiene starts now, and as they grow up they're going to properly take care of themselves. But yes, now that the girls know how to plug the Dyson in, they know how to properly unplug as well as to properly dry their hair. Everyone but Kaylee, but you know, she's only 4, so she's a work in progress. But yes, now that everybody's done, so after we clean our ears, we put socks on, right?
Yeah, but can I just wear my ducky slippers?
They're probably gonna all go downstairs and settle down and watch some TV as I get some laundry done and probably prepare their dinner. With New Year around the corner, my new goal is to purge a lot of the stuff and cleaning out a lot of the condiment in the kitchen area. I feel like it's just piling on, and I don't want to be like my mom where I forget, you know, and leave expired product in the cupboard. So I'm gonna do some rearrangement before dinner start while the girls is just chilling and watching TV, and Kaizen is once again napping. And I know it sounds weird, but I usually eat first, and after I'm done eating, then I feed everybody else. This way I can be more present and take care of Kaizen while I'm at it. And while everyone else is eating dinner, I saw this on Pinterest, and so I decided to place an order. I will test this out and let you guys know if it's worth it or not. Last pump of the day, not bad. I mean, I feel like I should drink a lot more water in order to have more milk, but yeah, that's all I could produce right now. So after going downstairs, I'm going to wash up some fruit and we're going to have it as a family, and then I'm going to start my last batch of laundry. Last load of laundry today. Got this area clean, this, and then I got this area right here clean. I redid this area down here for storage. I moved things down where they belong, so it's a lot of organization done. And now this area is more open, which I love. I finished this, and this as well. So yeah, I did a lot of clearing away past few days. Just clearing, cleaning, purging. And I'm just super proud of myself. I did so much organization and where I would want things to be. Threw away a lot of stuff, and yeah, that was spice drawer. But this area is now finished. The kids are in bed, my husband is doing the night routine, and I am doing my night routine for my hoo-ha, as well as calling it a day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Good night! Real story, yeah, my son is right there. And the girls are getting ready. We're about to head out to do grocery because I am filming this on their April vacation. This is the first day of their April vacation and it's not going well. Every day.
Who are you in this photo?
Can you see it? Can you see it? This is why. Okay, so let's do the real talk really fast because I feel the biggest issue that I had with having the first 3 kids is how uninformed I was. It isn't just, you know, not having a mom around or not having the help. It's not about just building my business and my real estate empire in silence that kept me from wanting to find out. But I was so tired that I blindly believed what the doctor, what the nurses have to say instead of doing my own research. And it wasn't until, I guess, with every child that I had, especially after I lost my my actual 3rd child, because Kaylee's actually my 4th child, not my 3rd. I actually lost a child, and when I lost that particular baby, that was when I really dig and dive deep during my depression moment, and I started seeing a lot of things that I would never do, you know, with Kaylee on, because it was during the time when I was grieving, when I actually kind of paused on work, that I kind of sat down. I really thought about, you know, my motherhood journey and all the things I wish I could change. And throughout this journey, I'm definitely going to share all of my intimate, you know, screw up with you guys. I wish that you guys won't have to go through. Every time I bring I only have X amount of time to finish today's video, so I'm gonna try to get this in as much as I can so that we can make our schedule. Okay, yeah, it was during my grieving time that I did the most looking back at and just looking at the pattern, and that is when I started to trust the medical system less and less, due to the fact that I did a lot of my own research and I trust my gut instinct. And that's why Kaylee is the super healthy baby. And I'm not gonna say that she made me anti-vaccine, but she does make me take more time and look into what is actually inside these vaccines. So I'm not gonna force my belief upon people, but I'm also not going to allow anybody to silence my voice and my instinct as a mother. Well, anyways, that instinct actually paid off because it started with Kaylee when I started trusting my instinct, my gut feeling more. If you are against the things that I do in my video, cool. Let's meet in 18 years and see whose children did better and whose method worked. And whoever won, let's share our experience so that the younger generation, my daughter's generation, can be more knowledgeable. I'm not trying to be correct. I'm using myself and my family as the test in order to create a better world for the next generation. I have 3 daughters, and my mother is still stuck in the old culture method, the Asian method, so that's all she knows. So I'm the first generation of, you know, the new mom with, you know, the millennial Gen X mom that has combined the culture of the Asian culture care into the Americanized care. And I'm still learning, you know, and shortcutting and trying to find the perfect path for the next generation. And if I'm incorrect or I did something wrong, well, at least now I have documented all of this and my daughter can learn from my mistake. You can learn from my mistake. And I'm someone, if I'm wrong, I will own up to it. Like, I'm not someone that's like, oh, I'm not wrong. No, if I'm wrong, correct me. But like I said in my comment, be respectful. The whole point of this whole series is so we can create better mothers, so that we can have better children, so we can have healthier children, so we can have happier children, children that aren't like us, who have a childhood that we need to heal from. And I'm someone who's still healing. And, you know, I would rather be honest and be like, hey, I'm not perfect. No one is, but let's learn from our imperfection. Let's learn from each other's mistake and like grow together, rather than just hiding all of your dirty laundry or whatnot and then have everybody trip over the same rock. Like, I'm gonna be someone who's gonna move that rock out of the way so the next person doesn't trip over it. Right now, my weight is making me look real big, and so how I kind of counteract that when I see people, I just kind of let my hair down, I put some sunglasses on my forehead at like here, and then I just look more presentable. Yeah. So today I got 2 batches of laundry done, as well